The grand archives of Centauri Station hung suspended in space like a crystalline snowflake, its massive knowledge vaults containing the collected wisdom of 1,000 species. Within one of its countless study chambers, senior archivist Vextal watched his young apprentice with growing concern. The youth's scales had taken on the deep purple hue of frustration, a common sight these days. "I don't understand," Kira said, their secondary eyes blinking in rapid succession, while their primary ones remained fixed on the holographic display. "By every metric we use to measure civilization advancement, humans should be insignificant. Their homeworld is unremarkable. Their lifespans are brief. They lack natural defenses. They can't even survive in most environments without artificial assistance. So why?" The young archivist's tail lashed in agitation. "Why does every major species in the galaxy defer to human judgment in matters of crisis?" Vextal's outer membrane rippled with amusement. He had been expecting this question for some time. Every young scholar eventually struggled with what their people called the human paradox. The evidence before their eyes seemed to contradict the reality they observed. "Tell me, young one," Vextal said, his voice resonating with the harmonic undertones of a teaching moment. "What do you know about the great plague of the 7th cycle?" Kira's scales shifted to the blue-green of recall. The bacterial entropy cascade that nearly wiped out spacefaring civilization. It occurred shortly after humans joined the Galactic Council. Nearly 40% of all advanced species were affected before a cure was. The young scholar's scales suddenly flushed white with revelation. "Oh, indeed," Vextal said. "Perhaps we should review the complete records of that event. It might help you understand why humans earned their place among the stars." The archivist interfaced with the chamber systems, and the air filled with a three-dimensional recreation of events from 3 centuries past. A galaxy in chaos materialized around them, worlds tinted red to indicate infection zones. When the plague first emerged, our most advanced medical minds were helpless. The Ashanti, with their quantum computing biology, could not decode it. The Zentri, masters of genetic manipulation, could not stop it. Even the ancient Mirakath, with their million-year civilization, had no answer. The hologram shifted to show Earth, a small blue world that had only recently achieved faster-than-light travel. Humans had been part of galactic society for less than a decade. Their technology was considered primitive, their methods outdated, but they had something none of the other species possessed: a history of fighting diseases on their homeworld. Centuries of dealing with rapidly evolving pathogens had given them unique insights. The display showed human scientists working alongside alien researchers, their methods appearing chaotic and unpredictable to outside observers. While other species sought perfect solutions through advanced technology, humans approached the problem differently. They embraced imperfection. They tried thousands of partial solutions, learning from each failure. They worked without rest, driven by an urgency that many species found difficult to comprehend. The hologram displayed Dr. Sarah Chen, now legendary among medical historians, as she made her breakthrough presentation to the Galactic Council. The humans discovered that the plague wasn't just a disease, it was weaponized evolution itself. Instead of trying to defeat it directly, they proposed introducing controlled mutations that would force the plague to evolve into a harmless form. It was messy, inelegant, and brilliant. Most importantly, it worked. Kira watched as the red-tinted worlds in the hologram gradually returned to their natural colors, representing the plague's recession. "But that's not why we truly respect them," Vextal continued. "During the crisis, humans volunteered to test experimental treatments on themselves, knowing the risks. They sent their doctors to the most infected worlds, even species that had previously shown them nothing but contempt. When the Drachnid's homeworld was quarantined, human ships broke through the blockade to deliver medical supplies, knowing they would be imprisoned or killed if caught." The young scholar's scales shifted through a complex pattern of colors as they processed this information. They valued the lives of others above their own safety.